Hello everybody, welcome back to MoMoVs The Bazaar Post-Game Analysis. Today we're taking a look at a pretty awesome game where I think the highlight of this game is showcasing when to pivot, how to pivot, and why to pivot. You can answer those three questions, you can make your Bazaar runs run a lot nicer, because sometimes, you get stuck on the same board, like, I don't know, if I make the transition to pivot, I could be weaker, which definitely could be the case, but it'll pay off long term. And perfect example is this game before us. We had a lot of slow synergies with the train skill. Getting that on day one is super powerful to build around. It's like the skill slow and steady, but so much better. Anytime you slow, your weapons gain 5 damage. So Eels is kind of like the obvious choice for that. Shot glass, that kind of deal. So this is one mode the build can go in. But slow synergy is pretty powerful where it can mold to a lot of things. For instance, like burn. Lighthouse, anglerfish all care about slow triggers. And if you find a high tier one of these or these, you're kind of like in a toss-up. Like, man, I could run both these. I could stick to the burn. I could stick to the damage. Which one should I run? And really, I get to analyze which one out of these you should run. But then you come across something like a Boulder, and you start running items that lower cooldowns, that kind of deal. And that's the main pivot point you'll see. And to analyze this issue, be like, should I do it or not? Is really, really powerful skill. And hopefully this helps you in your games as well. So, without further ado, please enjoy the run. Hey, hello, welcome back to MoMoVs Bazaar. Jumping straight into Vanessa ranked match. Let's get going. Double crit damage, double crit chance on a deadly piranha. Or heavy catfish. Maybe we take the deadly piranha with like 70% crit chance. Seems okay. We'll go over here. A little honing steel action. You buy these and roll. Bunch of aquatic stuff. So we'll take the pearl. Ending our wall. As we get into this first fight, taking on, I guess, maybe Kyber Drone's not bad. So is Fang Ninglet. We'll take Kyber Drone. Alright, so not bad, not bad. And we get trained, okay. So, that's actually really good. We have a good amount of scaling now. And we also get right-handed. That's amazing. And more take either crit or crit chance would have been good there, but so far so good. We're getting very good rewards and such. We also take a calico. Taking on this first fight. Position is a little weird here for the ALLOOOOOOOT. Because we like this, but we want the right-handed to be on the deadly piranha. Because this thing is going to be doing... Well, this also has double crit damage. No crit chance. So we want to scale up the piranha here. As we say go. Take it on Tissera. So not bad. Little aquatic weapon build we have starting up, but so far so good. Obsidian cannonball, interesting, with a Taurus chariot. That's wild. But let's just say we have a ton of damage. Oh yeah. So this is really nice. Really nice start for us. Hopefully we can cheese out a couple early victories. But we do want the multicasting on the ALLOOOOOOT. That would be ideal. So maybe we find medium items. Take like a fishing pole and such. That'd be good. Or more slow triggers, one or the other. And already we have a B1, B2 option. I don't mind that. Electric Boogaloo. I think this gives more crit chance as well as damage. Maybe it was a more crit chance. Oh, it's still only 70%. Oh, I could be very wrong on that. But yeah, we want to weapon spam just a little bit. We honestly might be strong enough to beat Boulder Warrior. Should we mess around and find out? That is a question. I mean, we miss out on a little damage, but we get more slow value if we run something else here. I'm feeling a little frisky. Let's go for it. It could be a mistake, but we have a lot of starting damage. Shot out temple tickets, Lambors, hatchet. So it is kind of worth it to do, even though old swords, decent scaling this early on. Alright, we need to hit crits though. Okay, we are barely fast enough. So it was a good judgment call. Shot out the temple ticket. Day 2 is great. First time I beat Boar Warrior in quite a little bit though. Go to Curio now? I guess. Get ourselves more slow duration. Like these are all pretty good. And even the rocket boots. We're kind of broke, but I think it was very worth it, as we get 8 gold in return. Tasty treats are good, but let's just look for more weapons. Especially if they're aquatic ones, that's the perfect timeline. To haste up all the goodies. This is another slow trigger. And then that's a double barrel, so that's also a lot of damage, so. We almost don't even need the honing steel. I think we almost have like enough scaling with our slow triggers themselves. Which is pretty cool. Taking out... No, we'll leave in the seaweed. I like seaweed better than pearl here. And maybe even double barrel with the right-handed's better. It's kind of a toss-up, but right now it is. And we pick up the shark claws. So we have a bit of scaling here as well. A bit of extra scaling, right? Trained, we're going to get 15 damage on all our stuff when the loser ray goes off. So that's like already pretty good. It does Shark Claw's job, but like basically better. No burn triggers yet for Zorsid, but I'd say overall this build is very strong. Very strong start out. That's very cool. I think Trained, they changed this pretty recently. I think this big patch they did at the beginning of the month. So it scales all your weapons up now when you do a slow trigger. And that's, this early on, very good. Right? Fast enough to take Dooley out. Moving right along. It's like a Sea Dog Saloon be decent. Oh, we don't have enough money for this. Go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'd have to sell so much for this, which is a little unfortunate. Meanwhile, we upgrade our Shark Claws anyways. It's an early Orange Julian, but... I hate selling the regular claws here, but so we're going to do it. It's either our early Orange Julian or the Star Chart. I'm taking the Star Chart, investing in the future. I mean, you know, Orange Julian would be the same deal, but... Well, we would have got one anyways. Because we didn't want to run this. We just want the, we just wanted it in case we get the docks, right? We get Rust here. We'll go for this. Go for Rust. Why not? Junkyard Club. A lot of good stuff here. Yeah, so the right-handed on this is better for burst. This is for the prolonged bite, so we gotta think about that. Silver tier items. Or we could just transform... We just transform this. Because we don't have a ton of money. We get a powder keg. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Okay, powder keg is very good. It's kind of just like worth running. As we get right eye for a little crit chance. Go to 93% crit chance here. Powder keg's good, just not right now at the moment. As we move on. Economy's hurting us, Vanessa, but we have really good items. We'll see if it's enough. You know? Against GG bonds. Early powder cake's pretty cool to try and build around, that's for sure. It's a very good item. Especially if you upgrade it a lot. Just short of damage, which I guess right-handed would have been better here. Did we miss the crit or no? I think we missed a crit here. We get the docks finally, which is very good. Cool. Ammo items. We can get like shot glass. That would be very good for us, right? Cannonball. So otherwise our board's a little chunky at the moment. We can like reload this, right? That's not bad. Run Calico still. Haste up the Shark Claws and this. And that's not bad. Yeah, we're a very aggressive build. But, like, it's definitely not a bad thing. We get a bar of gold. Nice, nice, nice. I think these are all very good for us. I think we take the crit chance across the board now. That's gotta be the ticket. Go to big fins. And we get to look for more stuff here. There's the shot glass. Cool, cool. So that should be really good scaling. That's a lot of slow triggers for us. Yeah, that's 8. That's like 40 damage across the board when this goes off. It's really nice. This guy pays well, better for mid-size, but... That's double scaled up. Maybe we take out a loser ray. Like, this is all the haste we need. Or, not haste. All the slow we need. So. Definitely not a bad build we got cooking up. We might have enough damage where we don't even need the reload, though. Right? We just burst them down faster with an extra weapon. Yeah. Taking on Louise. So we have lots of poison, burn, pufferfish, yeah. With a big bursty grenade. Which didn't crit, that's good. Yeah, we don't need the reload. Hopefully we won't. We have decent scaling right now. Like, our mid game is very strong. That's a good thing for us. Take the gold, because we're a little broke. 1B1, B2. We could upgrade Zorsit. I think that makes sense. It's very good. More hasteration. Seems alright. What do I want to be hasting up? Maybe these two? Do we beat Scolvy? I feel like we do. I could be wrong, but I feel like we have a lot of damage. Maybe need the reload for this now, but we have Narwhal as well. Nah, we're so strong. If we had the skill rigged, we'd be that much stronger. It's crazy. Oh, we had a gunpowder? Yup. We're throwing around rate. Do we throw on shot glass or double barrel? I know this gets more ammo. I feel like we use shot glass all game. I don't know about double barrel. That's actually a tough one. Let's fight the Dean, pre-duelist and find out what we want to do here. Maybe we get pistol sword. This could be a pretty cool pistol sword board. I haven't had one of those in a while. But our other small items are really good at the moment. Kunai. Ooh, and we get the Aerodome again. Wow, that's super lucky. Is that twice in the same day? No, right? We had it all for yesterday, maybe? Get the expedition ticket. So our jungle event is guaranteed, which is really nice. Maybe throw ammo on the kunai. Because this burst should be pretty good. We not running Shark Claws then, though? No, I think the scaling's better right now. So we'll keep things as is. Don't need to get too crazy yet. That guy gem. If we have flashy reload, I think we have like a direction to do. I haven't had like a flashy reload kunai game in like a hot minute. So we'll see. Flamethrower weaponized core is strong, but I fear it's not good enough for him. Yeah, 10 seconds is a long time. But our skills are amazing. I know I said that, but like, I can't overstress how good this is. For our mid game, that is. Oh, Barcoon's cool. So eels make sense with trained, especially a gold tier eel. I'm actually really down for that. Probably can get rid of the shark claws or the double barrel. Double barrel's a lot of burst, but eels makes a little too much sense here, I think. A couple less slow triggers, but eel scales up the board as well, which is pretty cool. Go for more skills. Upgrading shot glass would be good, but more crit chance. Yeah. I think we beat the lone shark. I could be very wrong. You can get a free shark claws upgrade or something from this. Crashing waves. Like, there's a lot of good rewards from this. Gold tier cash cannon is crazy. Has anyone thought about that? Like a day 6 gold cash cannon? That could be awesome. Yeah, with trained, it scales up our entire board, which is cool. Wow, that's an early cash cannon. Unfortunately, Vanessa is not the best money-making class. So, man, I threw that ammo on kunai and ended up not using it. It's not really ideal. We're really close to leveling up twice in the same day. Oh, we need 1 XP? We can do that easy. Look at this. Cash Cannon. We'll think about Cash Cannon. That could be a really cool line on Vanessa. Because we'll be scaling this up all day. And by day 9, mark my words, it should be pretty decent, I think. Taking on Zapatera. Day 9, you have the Jungle Ruins. You usually come out with that with a ton of money. And hopefully that means it's a ton of scaling for the Cash Cannon itself. It's an option. You know, maybe we don't go for it, maybe we do. It's cool to have options. But it's really cool that Eel scales itself up. So, like, you compare this skill to Slow and Steady, which only gives, like, 2 damage when you slow. Like, this is crazy, the difference. This is Bronze tier. We're not doing any of these. We could get Hotspot. Hotspot for the Powder Keg. Well, let's just look at all the good stuff. 1 extra slow trigger. I guess. Health and shield stuff, I don't think we care about too much. We could transform. I think we're good on that too. Get the Mantis Shrimp, which should scale up itself pretty decent. Alright, it's probably better than Calico for sure though, right? Clamora for an additional slow trigger. Probably, I don't know. Piranha's getting definitely outclassed real soon, if not already. Tortuga is a ton of damage. This is a lot of cooldown. I should start thinking about maybe swapping this out for the claws. Brings us down to 5.6 seconds, which is a very big deal. This goes off that much faster, by the way. You could argue just do Tortuga, though, right? I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. Do we beat Radiant Corsair? I don't... Like, we're strong. I don't think we're that strong. It'd be close. Just take the Thug. It's a safer fight and such. The rewards here are still pretty good as well. Honestly, I think Bonk... I could almost argue Bonk's better than Fire Rebirth. Like, it's a tough call to say that. But there's certain scenarios where it is. Spices. Ooh, Spices is wild, though. Big fins. We can get 1 XP, it'd be huge here. Maybe? There's a chance? Let's go. Awesome. Spices is pretty decent, too. This goes down to 4.8 seconds. That's a lot of value here. Alright, I'm down for that. Haste up the Spices, win game. I don't know. Spice is a very powerful item, but, you know, if it's used correctly, that is. Honestly, Zoracid is... Well, it's... Zoracid and the Eels are holding back, you know, Spice's true potential, if you like. Could be a neat way to, like, double our damage, but... Ice cream truck. Don't think we're about that life. 14 gold is pretty sweet. We did level up. This is really nice. We could hold on to this and reroll into something maybe. So I won't Write ourselves short on that. Taking on Mr. Mac here. No, and our build is like really nice. Like really, really nice. Yeah. And it shows. It definitely shows. Magic Carpet though, I don't know if we beat this. Eels is pretty good in the Magic Carpet. We just need a little extra damage. And I think we're alright. Yeah, there you go. That's where Spices is coming in clutch. Even Mantis Shrimp putting in a ton of burn. That's if it crits too, you know. Which I guess baseline we have what, like 18% crit? That's not terrible. By no means. Imagine a double eel game though, that'd be really cool. But we get to transform this now for fun. Yep. I'll do this at least once. We get Lighthouse. Lighthouse, Powder Keg, Eels. We have a lot of slow triggers. Which is neat. Incentivizes us to play the Powder Keg though. Like all that we're doing. Cash Can's just a little awkward here. I don't think it's gonna get big enough. Ramrod. See, there's the tripwire. Tripwire. Tripwire is kind of like a bait item, just a little bit. Tripwire should be decent with our setup, actually. Tripwire Lighthouse is cool and all. I don't think we need spices. I don't think Claymore is great. Lockbox for the value scaling on Cash Cannon. Because it's actually getting big. It's actually pretty big. Now we could set up our board kind of like this. Let's see, when you burn, charge this. Powder Keg at Silver Tier does not feel worth it though. Let's see how this feels though. This might feel good. I don't know. These are all great fights for us, but Dr. Vortex is the highest upside, right? It's kind of weird to be moving into a Lighthouse build at this point in time. Let's see. Get a cog. Yeah, I have to give up on something though. Cash Cannon Vanessa seems weird. Like this will get big though. We're more incentivized to like use eels though. Alright, Cash Can Dream gone for now. Oh, probably permanently this run. We can upgrade Train, that'd be awesome. Even 5% more crit chance, also awesome. So what's it gonna be here? I think the most powerful effect is Tripwire. In terms of like getting haste procs now. We really don't care too much about shielding effects. Like it could be great survivability, but we care about going faster. Tripwire with this can definitely do that. So we're getting haste and slow, which is great for the old salty dog. Or salt claw. And we take Goldie here. a weapon gains 20 damage. Yeah. Like, I like Captain's Quarters, but it's a weird item. Arbalest would be a lot of damage. We only have one shot on it, though. Arbalest is so much damage, though, no? I'll buy it. Dock lines is great, but it's either dock lines or tripwire. I don't think we can afford to run them both, to tell you the truth. Calico is kind of like imposter here. Like, yeah, a little sus. Be running. But we get 2 shot glass triggers and then Arbalest to go off. It seems decent. Seems real decent. So Zorsid. Zorsid's a little weird here too. But we're gonna rock this. Taking on the pig, who's on a massive loss streak. Checks out. That's usually how my pig games go. So let's see what's going wrong here. 28-hour fitness. Only has 1. Oh, he's got the infinite though. No, does he? He doesn't have an infinite. Nah. Almost looks like he had an infinite, but he does not. We ran out of damage though. Did it go off too fast? I think it did. How much damage did it do? I mean, first off, it didn't crit, right? That's... yeah, it's not enough damage. Here we go, Temple Expedition. This is great for making money and such. We'll take the Obsidian enchant if we have an option to get an enchant. I think we take a blowgun trap. Yeah. Yeah, we have to see about this. This is what I was thinking about, like, where cash can be pretty good. We usually get a lot of money from this. Oh my god, we got the Obsidian Boulder. Hello. Well, remember everything we were thinking about doing? Out the window. Out the window. Gone. This is our life now, right? This is cool. That's a lot of damage. In fact, it's double damage. So that's neat. Lighthouse is definitely the imposter here. Now. So we have a game plan, and it's to win the game. Win the game sounds pretty good. At least to me. Our board's a little awkward for the boulder, but we can work on that. We want to haste it up. Right, haste up the boulder seems like the thing to do. Yeah, we don't even care about crit chance on it, right? Like, it's cool, but double damage should be more than enough to do the do. We survive 16 seconds, we win. So we can go for the wand. The shield trick, if we have a shield, we can lower weapons cooldown by 20%. And that's a ton of value for Boulder. Like, this thing's passive is great. I think we beat this. And if we beat this, we can get the relic one. Because this should be our only relic on board. So we have tons of good stuff. Alright. Let's try it. I don't know if we survive long enough. Because we would love Ancient Vengeance. Hopefully we do. Yeah, we haste it up. It's really good. And then we should win. Profit. Plus, like, plus 40% crit. Oh. Alright. Boulder game. Boulder game. Shield of Viper Cane. Okay. It's definitely worth some money. It's also like diamond tier item as well. We get like Bloodhound, and I don't know if you can get Bloodhound from here, but it would be amazing. Berserker potentially is a lot of value. Barnacle Crusted. I mean, that's 5% cooldown guaranteed, but Berserker potentially is a lot of value. No Frost. Give something Obsidian. Would it happen to be No Frost? No Frost kind of really stops us from, like, losing, right? This can't get frozen. It's pretty good. So our biggest weakness is getting slowed, right? Frozen's no problem. Slowed is. So we're basically going all in on this, right? That's kind of what the vibe we're getting. See if it's good enough going against Duty. This makes sense. Kind of. So our board went under a massive change today. I don't think he slows here, right? No slow triggers. So we win if this goes off, right? That's what it comes down to. Okay. We're basically just running null altar just so we don't get frozen, right? That's literally all we care about. Is this going off? This stops us from getting frozen, which is like one of the most powerful effects in the game. Stopping freeze. Best thing we do is upgrade the Boulder at this point. I don't think there's any actual weapons we want besides this upgraded. A lot more cooldown reduction. Port charges this, which is kind of relevant. Tropical Island. I think we could hold on to a tropical island, like in our inventory. I don't mind that. This thing's not aquatic for figurehead, but anything that gives cooldown reduction as well could be good. We can go for juggler. Juggler kind of makes sense. Mars Harrow skill's good, but juggler makes the most amount of sense. Right? Then we switch up our build once again. Just like that. But juggler boulder is kind of like a dream for sure. I haven't had that, but I just know it's strong. Like juggler hydraulic press is probably good, right? Stuff like that. %51% crit chance as well could be kind of crazy. It does crit. Medium items. Upgrading this would be good. Star chart. Sea Shadow kind of really makes sense, no? It's one change they did make.
I used to offer a free ride home. Thought it was weird.
Is the cooldown retroactively works, right? So like if you reduce its cooldown by 8%, it'll do that. Also Feather Hair is crazy. It's like whatever you shave off with Sea Shadow, it'll do it. Maybe this is our strongest board. We lose to freeze still, but like no one's gonna perma freeze us, right? We could take out like the tripwire We can't take out Star Chart. That's so much cooldown. That's 20 base. This has to go off twice to like come even close to that. So this is where like seeing opponents' boards would be super nice, because this is our best board. But if they freeze, this is our best board, right? So we're just gonna roll the dice here.
Fight isn't with you.
Hopefully no infinite freeze Mac, and like we're okay.
The ultimate secret. Will you get me any closer?
And so like here's a good thing we didn't try and run the Null Frost, I think, because that was a 13.2. Goes down to 10 seconds. So like we shaved off from its starting amount 14.8 down to 10 seconds. That's really, really good. Really good. So yeah. Mandela. We could find large items, but I've been dying to reroll this. We're gonna do it at least once. Alright, that was cool. Pretty silver tier item? I don't think we care about that. 3% more cooldown is great. I don't think we care about max ammo. We shouldn't have to care about max ammo. I don't know, there's like a world to me. Like, what if this needs to go off twice? I don't know. Is it correct? I don't think so, but double crit damage. We can get more cooldown here. Like, we could also get pendulum. Pendulum would be sick. Go here. If we get nitrogen hammer, do we pivot again? Like, what's stronger? I don't know. Null Frost, nitrogen hammer, or Boulder? That I couldn't tell you about. I'm being honest here. That's a tough. Let me know down below what you think is stronger. It's Sapphire though, so we don't have to find out. And yeah, upgrading this just makes the most amount of sense. We're gonna go down to 11.8. Ooh, starting out? That's crazy. Non-weapon. We could use a better playable here. Well, this is, but it isn't a better playable. Because it can no longer bait a freeze trigger, unfortunately. So, that's a thing. The Berg. Berg would be pretty decent here, though. I think we're good, though. All minor upgrades for us at this point. Vanessa usually does have a ton of freeze anyway, so we won't run the Null Frost Altar, but it's like, that's nice to have on like the back burner. So you never know. But yeah, we're really strong. 10.6 down to 9.3 into winning. Holy. And is that that's like a speed run. Day 11? Because we lost what, one round? Crazy cool. Wow. We pivoted a lot this run too. So if you got this far, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. This was kind of like, yeah, 42 minutes. This game flew by. So yeah. Like, subscribe if you like content like this. It's a ton of fun. Thanks for hanging out. MoMoVs The Bazaar. Till next one. We got pretty lucky though with the Obsidian Boulder. Like, I know you can get enchanted loot from the temple rewards, like that fight after that the trap fight. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So otherwise we were doing good stuff. We were cooking with all the slow synergies with train, like that was good. But like this was the main course. Like, yeah, so till next one. Bye-bye.